Hey folks, this is Screaming into the Night's first of the year video. So I'm gonna fairly soon here. I'm gonna go through and get rid of all my old videos. So if you see a particular video you like, then you better download it soon because all of it's gonna get put onto a hard drive or just ditched. Um, I have a couple videos that will be saved for posterity, but all the all the lottery stuff and all the other little stuff probably will get ditched. So on that note, uh, I'm hoping that uh, I'm got a feeling that I'm going to have a better setup here shortly. So we'll see. So this is round two of Lost. This is a person asked me if I would look for three items. And I told them I have somebody who's much better at it because the person I recommended was much better. And you know, he's busy. So I'm going to do another round and see if I can find it. Now, the other day when I did the first round, I happened to look at what I thought was either a scary hallway or a set of mirrors. And by set of mirrors, I mean mirrors like stacked up on each other because you can see one after the other after the other. And it was kind of freaky looking. So, but I was looking at a desk, and then I was also looking at paperwork. I wasn't looking at the proper targets. The targets are green binocs, a soup spoon, because the other one's in the kitchen, I guess, and fake flowers. Um, yeah, my co-pilot's here. He's going to assist me. Yeah, the weird reflection, man. I tell you what, when I saw that yesterday, I was like freaking out because, like I said, I couldn't figure it out if it was like one of those scary hallways that just keep going, or if it was a reflection of a reflection of a reflection. So that was pretty spooky too. So the funny thing is that is down in the basement. They said these stacked mirrors are in the basement. So I'm I'm thinking there's a box down there or a stack of something down there with the fake flowers are, but I'm not really sure. So I think what I'll do is I'll try to break the house up into layers, basement, uh, first floor, and possibly second floor. Yeah, yeah. I'm not a big fan of mirrors. So my co-pilot said that I mentioned poltergeist and scary movie in regards to reflection. Yeah, when I'm remote viewing and I happen to stumble across a mirror, the mirror really feels like it feels like easy access or like uh, I don't know how to describe the feeling, but it is really freaky. Um, it's almost like they can look in through a mirror. Well, your light is reflected, so when you see you, but they can see through. And that little statement right there tells you everything you need to know about mirrors. Because on the other side of that mirror, there's a dimensional aspect that your little room where this mirror is at just gets a lot bigger on the other side. And I don't know how true that is or if that has anything to do with anything. When you start stacking up mirrors, Nostradamus and the Black Mirror. Did he have one of those scrying mirrors? Nostradamus had a scrying mirror, didn't he? Where he would look at the mirror and it would show him visions. I wonder if he put mercury into it because I think they used to put mercury into it so they get the reflection. Yeah, can you imagine putting your face over a big bowl full of mercury? What that would do to your brain? Man, it's no wonder he saw visions. All right, so I'm going to break this up into three parts. Go with we're going to go at the binocs, our primary. Spoon is secondary, and then flowers are if I get to it. So what I want to do is I want to concentrate on the binocs. So the owner's saying that the binocs are in a green case. So I've got a case over here. So I currently have the binoculars out of the case. They're sitting on something. This is how I see it. Now, are they in the case or out of the case? Because right now, currently, it's like I took them out to, I took them out, took them out to look at Fox. So I don't know what that means. I mean, it's like, was there an animal in the backyard? You took the binocs out and then you put them back into the case, stuff them in this shelf cubby pocket thing. And then it got pushed back. So this shelf cubby thing. So now the binocs are all the way in the back. You can't see them just a little bit. So it's up on an end. I'm trying to figure out what room this is. Could the shelf cubby be outside? I could. There's really so that's the thing about this little cubby thing is it can be anywhere. I mean, it could be in the garage, which would be technically inside. It could be outside, like a little shoe cubby, or it can be in oh, the living room, bedroom, whatever this room is. So it's. I'm gonna. Where'd your message go? I'm gonna throw yours up here too. So possibly outside. When you say possibly outside, what do you mean? Are you seeing like a little storage area, like a shelf or something on the outside, like a shed that had matched shelf? It's funny because I said shelf too. So I've actually got an address for this. What I might do after we're all done is take a look and see if there's like a little shed on the property. But I asked about a shed. You go almost like in the back of the house, there's like a little shed or something. Now, I don't know if it's a neighbor's or if it's theirs, but you're not RVing it, my butt. uh, I'm rubbing off on you. Yeah, speculating's fine, man. That's all I do. So I'm gonna put down. This is gonna be your side. This will be my side. So we'll work this together. And it doesn't matter if you want to try to RV or just speculate. Speculation's fine. If it pops across your mind, though, let me know immediately. Don't think about it. Just if this pops into your head, let me get it down. The faster I get it down, then you can move on and say, hey, no, it's this, no, it's that. But at least I'll have it on the board. So I'm going to write down possibly outside in a shelf or cubby, like a shed that may have a shelf, a shed that may have a shelf. Possibly in a shed, or in outside cubby. So after this, I got to go do a. I have a target that I got to do after this, and my initial impressions are really interesting. It's a For the person who gave me the target, it was a target that had one scenario. I wrote the target down, and now I'm getting two different scenarios, and it's like, oh my god, this is going to be such a cool. I'd love to pull people onto this target, but I can't do it without permission of the person who gave me the target because whole it has a pull on me on weirdness because the second part of the target that I was looking at was like, "Hmm, gotta touch it." It's almost like French. Well, right now I'm getting a wall in the kitchen, and I I want to put a wall right here. I literally want to put a wall right here, but that doesn't feel right. I don't know why I want to put a wall here. So I'm going to throw those studs in, but I don't know why because I don't see the wall. It's like, is there a wall? Is this a countertop? Feels like an older kitchen, possibly 15, 20 years, but it's been remodeled maybe. Maybe it's a new countertop or something. But why would Binox be in here? I like your idea of the outside cubby. That's really good because it's like I'm taking these out to look at something, and this is I'm gonna put it back in the case, or at least I'm gonna take the case and the Binox and shove it in this cubby where it'll protect it. So, oh, small dog. Sorry about that. So it's either a cat lying on his back or a small dog, and I have this. I don't know how small. If thought, I just get I get a visual of a larger, like a golden retriever, and then I get this picture of a cat laying on its back or sprawling out. I mean, it's just kind of a weird. I don't even know if these people have animals, but I can visualize this one here in this room off of whatever this is. So it's funny, nothing really stands out as to where this pair of binocs is really sitting. Well, that's what I was thinking too. It's like there's a little counter. I've got this in my garage. I built the kitchen and it has this exact design, but it's almost like there's a half wall built up, maybe your top on it, but I can't get a visual of the kitchen. It's not like, I mean, it's not like the kitchen's important other than you have like cubbies in here. So, all right. RV. This is like grandparents' house or someone older, not RVing. I know you're not RVing. This is all speculation. The age of the targeter, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about. To me, they feel. Well, you're a young man, so to me, they feel younger than me, like by a lot. So let's say 40s and 50s. Maybe, possibly 40s or 50s, but there's definitely an aspect of them that's very young. It's kind of like this sense of wonder that is rival to a teenager's or even a child's because they have this sense of wonder about something. So this person who gave me the target has a wonderful drive, and yeah, I mean it feels really cool. I can try RVing. What? Hey, you know what? Can you check underneath the fridge for loose lost items? I see some like old damage on the left-hand side of this. If that's a sink, there's damage on this left-hand side behind what looks like possibly a cabinet, but it's in the wall. I mean, it's like if it's a sink, then it's possibly an old leak or something. I'm not getting a real. I can't tell if these are upper quality cabinets or just heavyweight, good old fashioned cabinets. So I can't tell if they're a hardwood face or if this is just real plywood cabinets with, the traditional oak stuff. But it feels like the countertop is good. And it feels like the cabinets are beefy, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Um, Kind of looking for flood damage because I got a feeling there's not flooding, but water damage of some kind. Anyways, we're going to go back to the binocs. I'm not seeing it in this room. I mean, it's like I don't see any cubbies in this room other than possibly that side of the wall. But it's just it's either in a box or in a cubby. I took them out to look at a fox. Mhm. 15, 20 years. All right. Can I do the hot cold method? Yeah. So this is the hot side, and this is the cold side. So with the hot and cold method, this kitchen area is hot. Um, so like, damn, I mean, is it up in a cabinet? Is it in a drawer? I got this feeling that possibly it's in a drawer, but I wonder if it's a pantry or something this could possibly be in, but it really feels like a cubby. And I don't know where you would have cubbies in this particular area. I'll have to ask. But yeah, it's not over here. This is definitely the warm side. So if we're doing the hot cold method, yeah, oh, with it, hands down. So, all right. So this is from Binox. My number one area. I don't know if that's going to help you at all. Oh, and the other thing is that the guy that I talked to, I'll talk to him again at some point. And I'll mention again that it'd be, good if they can get a hold of it. But I don't know if he's working today or I don't know what the deal is. Well, excuse me. The start of a new year, and we are all busy. All right. Super. Okay. So this is no, it's hot on the hot cold scale. So I mean, yes, it has thing of interest, or no, it doesn't. No, it's cold. Yes, it's hot. Um, I like to think of it as we're playing uh, hot, cold. Where somebody tells you to go a particular direction, and you say, "Am I hot? Am I cold?" So that's exactly what it feels like. All right, now we're gonna look at the spoon. So they have the other spoon in the kitchen. The spoon is in the kitchen, and they have they're looking for the missing pair or the missing mate. So I'm looking at a big bowl. I'm looking at a big silver bowl. It's heaped up with something and you're walking with it. Is that potato salad? Anyways, it's not a solid. It's again like a potato salad or something you would eat, or maybe you were mixing something, but it's kind of gelatinous or soft. And it could be a salad. It could be just a simple salad or like cauliflower or something, like cooked cauliflower. But anyways, it's in a big stainless steel bowl, and this spoon is in your hand or in the bowl. It's in your hand as to carry the bowl, which makes no sense because you would put the spoon in the bowl. And you're going, oh, going somewhere. Where are you going? Not going to the kitchen, not going to the table, not going to have an AOL of a meeting or get together. I got I got a very nice lady with kind of dark hair. Long hair, dark hair, hair. So this is here. This is we're going to. I almost felt like outside. Oh, I mean, maybe it was an event. Could a spoon be stuck in the dishwasher? It could. So I'm gonna put that down. Stuck in dishwasher. The thing about being stuck in the dishwasher is you see it. I mean, if you are able to bend down and just look inside, you would see it. It'd be either on the floor or tucked in through the thing hanging down. So either way, it would, especially because it's a big spoon. Do I think it's outside? No, I don't. I don't think it's outside. I think she had it with this in a bowl. I actually think it's at somebody else's house. Um, that's where the dark haired lady comes in. Well, it's like they're gonna go outside to have something. They're gonna have this spoon, I guess, for here. There was a dark-haired lady, and I got a feeling this dark-haired lady and the spoon went home. I don't know. I don't know how that would work, but that's what it feels like. So, all right. What do you think? Think we covered a lot? Oh, excuse me. So this is all a guess. I mean, we can't. I'm not very good at I'm not very good at doing lost items or targeting locations. Now, Rush is very good. That's why I was kind of hesitant about taking this job because I I can see around everything. I can see the mirrors. I can see the location, and I can see you know the house and different things. In fact, I still got to pull up that address. So, but I'm not nearly as good as Rush. Oh, yeah, take a picture this time before racing. Thank you, man. Um, no, I want to get back to the other target. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock now. I gotta work in the morning, and then I gotta work after I work in the morning. So, uh, and I got a doctor's visit. It's gonna be a full day. So, I'm gonna bail out of here. Okay. If you have any further questions, I'm gonna try to get a hold of Rush too. I will keep bugging Rush, and eventually he'll come around and give this a shot. Um, And I will probably do a round three just for chuckles and grins because it is kind of cool wandering around this house and taking a look at it. I think round three I'm going to go in fully loaded. I'm going to take a look at the address and I'm going to take a look and see if there's possibly anything else of interest there. So I'm pretty much doing this for fun. Imagine have the floor plan of the house divided up to 64 squares, narrow it down. Play lottery with the house. Yeah, I could probably do that. Just see which feels the best. So so when you get a chance to watch the video, then let me know if there's any other aspects that are correct on this round, and let me know if any of this sounds possible. Um, I am having fun doing this, so it would be great if I could zoom in on everything and just tell you exactly where they're at. But uh, on these three targets, man, I'm just not getting it. So, all right. Well, listen, thank you very much, and I will probably catch you in round three. Oh, you're here! Holy crap! I did not know that. Let me send you a message. Did you did you how much of this did you catch, and did you want to have me look at any particular aspects of it? I'm sending a message. I'm not quite sure how far along she is on the video, so that's pretty funny. Do I hurt your ability to see the person messaging you from Fiverr? No, I've got three computers up, man. I have, well, two computers, three screens, and then I got my phone. So I have three sources. I'm at the part where I'm describing. Oh, she's at the part where I'm describing the kitchen. Cool. So is the kitchen accurate? House is 90 years old. Did you, like 20 years ago, did you do an upgrade on that kitchen, countertop? That's the kitchen you see. Yeah, that's the kitchen I see. It's got this little, kind of like a little bump out. Is that your kitchen? So. We'll have to get the person, we'll have to get this person on Discord so we can do a live chat. So, could it be another person's kitchen? Well, and that was the other thing. The other person's kitchen has a spoon and or binoculars. So, and no, you don't hurt my ability to see the person messaging me. Uh, like I said, I have multiple screens up now, and it's actually getting a lot more comfortable. So when I sit here and I look at the screens, and then flip back to the board, it's not so bad. Before I had to turn all the way around, and that really sucked. So I've got a pretty good setup. I got to make it better, but I got a pretty good setup right now. So, but I'm really excited about doing this next target. One of the aspects is like pre-birth. It's like you're out in the void and you're before you're born. So the aspect of this target that I got was a older mentor type golden glow and then a young child type golden glow. So it was like, you know, trust me, you'll be okay. This is the information you need. So it was really cool. It never hit me. The Binox would be inside the house. Okay. So it's the whole Cubby aspect is what I get, and that is really strong. And it's like they were pushed back. Hey, if you want to Copilot, if you want to go ahead and bail, to go for it, man. I'm gonna talk to the nice person and see if I can actually focus in on where they think it might be. So let's see if I can get any other. I don't know how much more I'm going to get as far as details. Um, so if you want to go ahead and take off, man, go for it. And thank you. Wow. For those who are wondering what I'm humming, it's it is a lullaby. This is Lakota Lullaby, Lakota song, and it's just fantastic. And now I'm gonna listen to Helvagen. I really wish I could let you guys listen to this. According to YouTube, I have to have. There are green shelves in the kitchen. Nice. Um, is it possible that they're on top of those green shelves? The fridge is leaking water. Yes, it is. Okay, so it's that fridge is leaking. Okay, that's not good. You got a little bit of damage in the wall. I'm looking at the wall and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if that's current or past, but the filth. Yeah, I tell you what, I should show you pictures of my office right now. I got the same issues. So I stack stuff on top of the garbage and it everything gets buried over time. So yeah, we were cleaning today, so it was making me feel better getting up and I'm going through the whole binge purge thing. So I'm really liking it. So is it possible that there is a shelf that you had, so you used them and then you took them and you literally tucked it into a shelf? Is it, or a cubby? And is there a cubby down low? Because it's like I'm seeing this probably knee height, 90-year-old house. That would make it 2026, 1926. Wow. Wow. So you got almost a full basement down there and it's probably cracked walls and that's pretty scary. Or is it block wall, either block wall or rocks going for the foundation? That would be interesting. Is is this your house or is this like a live-in or somebody who was living there? 1931. Wow. Are these aren't the original cabinets though, are they? The house is falling apart. You know, it's funny. The bones are good. Uh, so you have foundation issues. You have flooring. Yeah, the amount of asbestos and lead in that house is amazing. But you got flooring issues. You've got cracked walls. You got plastered walls. You got all sorts of. I'm a contractor, so I'm sitting here looking at your house. But the bones are good. You could literally rebuild that after you got rid of all the rotten wood. 30 years. Wow. So I'm sure there's stuff tucked in there that, wow. Okay. Almost feels like somebody died. Just an easy chair or something, or a couch, or it's like, it's like a comfortable couch. I'm trying to look at the color to see what color it is. All I got is brown and I don't know. Um, so is there anything special about these binocs? No, I see the binocs in a cubby. It's a cubby that somebody had put the binocs in after they use them. So they literally use them and then they put them on a cubby and then it got pushed back after stuff got It's like used once and then stuff got pushed on front of it. So there's actually stuff in front of it. Um, yeah, it feels like somebody died in the house. I don't know if that's recent or a long time ago, but there's like a passing. So I don't think they're there right now, but it's like they gave up. They didn't wake up. So they had there's like a passing. Um, I'm trying to see how old they were. I mean, they actually didn't feel very old. It's more like a shit. I'm 60, so I'm thinking maybe 65, maybe 70, but not much older. Very, very close to my age. It's just they didn't. Something broke. Um, but that was possibly some time ago. Um, 1931. There possibly could be a couple, yeah, a couple things in there that are questionable. What about the fake flowers? What is with the fake flowers? I don't get that. It's like I keep getting reds and small. They're not like big fake flowers. They're like small fake flowers. Or at least the flower portion is. But is this like a fake plant, or is it actually fake flowers? Are these like the flowers you get at Hawaii, or are these like rose petals? Because it's like I can see the whatever they use to hold them together. It is kind of interesting. Hmm. If I Had a Heart by Talbar. Fantastic video. Cardboard box with small flowers. Oh, it's a cardboard box. Real cheap fake flowers. Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay. Cardboard box with small flake flowers. Hey, this spoon you were talking about, uh, and this long-haired lady. Did is it possible that that spoon went into a bowl of potato salad and then went to somebody's house for a meeting of some kind or a get together? So the 18 by 5 by 12 looks like it's in a closet. Looks like it's up high. Um, so a closet up high. So it's like there's stuff stacked in the closet. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure if that's going to help or if it's actually there, but so I'm looking at the closet. I'm looking up and it is back left hand side. There was no potato salad. Huh. What about a stainless bowl? Because somebody's walking out. with a bowl and the spoon, and there's something in the bowl, and it's a big bowl. So it's like the spoon was either used to, huh, can't be dog food. The stone. Hey, okay, so this is kind of a no, that she's holding somebody's holding the spoon. Here's a question about those flowers, okay? We said they're cheap flowers in a box. Is there some sort of documentation in this box with the flowers? Is there like paperwork in this box? Because I mean, I'm seriously looking at this box containing paperwork, important paperwork that is has the flowers sitting on top. I mean, would it be with wherever paperwork's kept? So that would be interesting to think that they took the flowers and put it on top of paperwork that they wanted to save. So oh, oh, oh. Uh, each flower is individually wrapped in plastic. There may be papers in there with them. Yeah, like I said, I just saw three pieces of paper, and I guess that would, if each little chintzy flower is in a package with the piece of paper, then it would look like the three pieces of paper stacked on top of each other. I can't visualize the flowers for whatever reason. And if it's in a little box, I'm the only thing I'm getting for the box is uh high shelf. Um, God, that's a big attic too, isn't it? I'll have to look at the house on. I'll have to look at the house on Google Map or some sort of satellite thing because it looks like the house is fairly large. Um, the attic feels big, so the attic access, the attic crawl through. They, they do evil. Let know here and she beautiful. So it'd be interesting to see if actually it's up in the attic Um, yeah, I see them in a closet, so don't go for attic yet. Uh, if you look into the closet, look up and to the left. It would be back behind, and it feels like there's like a lot of stuff stacked in there in this closet. The closet would be, it's funny. I'm not sure if it's like a hallway closet outside of the bedroom or if it's a bedroom closet. I can't tell where this closet because I'm not seeing clothes hanging in this thing. I'm just seeing a closet. There's no attic. Really? Wonder what that access is for. That's kind of scary. I gotta see this house, man. In 1931, it should have an attic. Wow, that's crazy. The judge of Owensville. Attic could be a crawl space area. Yeah, so what I'm looking at, my co-pilot's back, so what I'm looking at is like a square hole or square area that has access to the top. But if there's no attic, um, maybe yeah, it's small inside of a closet. Right. And I have an attic access right. Well, it's not an attic. It's a access to the upper portion of my house. I've got a Rambler and I have access to the trusses. But 1931, they didn't do trusses. They did something different. So they did the type of framing could have been either uh, it could have been with minimal uh, joist space. They didn't have a lot of insulation back there, so maybe it was just minimal joist space, and there was no attic, or not attic, but a upper portion like traditional framing has now. Um, it would be interesting to see. Like I said, I can't wait to look at the pictures. Yeah, I could take a picture of mine. It's exactly just a small square. It was, and yours was inside of a closet too, which is really funny. So, um, so currently I'm listening to Odin's Wolves and Gary and Freke, Viking music by Valhalla Drums. Official music video. It's pretty good. Um, there was no potato salad. I wonder what was in that bowl. I don't know. All right. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be of much help on this project here. I don't know how much I can actually guide you to this. Hopefully that some of this pans out and some of this information's good. I'm really hoping that you do find this little cubby for your binoculars and that box, which seems to be tucked up. Can I smell the area? I don't know. Um, I, I can try. Let me give it a shot. Give me 1 second here. All right. So is maybe it's the best I didn't. No, it's okay. Like I said, construction worker, man. You haven't enjoyed life until you've gone into a Santa can with a gas mask. So, um, I do smell oil, dust, and organic. I'm not quite sure what the organic is. So I'm gonna take a big. So the organic is a combination. It has kind of like I'm getting like possibly like a mold or something breaking down, and possibly a little hydrogen sulfide from like maybe a leaking um, like maybe a gas vent. You know how the septic goes down to the normally goes down to the hole. It's almost like the air vent, the air pipe on the septic is not working, and it's literally gassing into the room. So wherever this is, it's got a gassy smell, an oil smell, which is kind of unusual. And I don't know if that's cooking oil or if this is like 1040 oil, but it's like oil. I don't know. A backed up sewer pipe. Nice. So it's got that good hydrogen. That's why I could taste it. I didn't want to say it stinks, but yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. So Copilot, if you're ever remote viewing, when you remote view, take a big whiff, man. And I'm not kidding. It's like I know that smell. I know that smell. Oh my God, it's just I know that smell. The hardest part is trying to figure out what that smell is trying to, it's an organic compound, but until you get that good hydrogen sulfide tang and the little flecks of brown in that hydrogen sulfide tang, you really don't know what it is. And then rat poop and mouse poop has, I think it's the urine that really stands out. So, it's good stuff. So there's a rat or mouse issue down below. I mean, there's like a lot of old poop, and then there's like fresh poop. So I'm just kind of wondering if it's you may have you may have a combination of things. So that's just gross. I mean, as a contractor, it's like I kind of get the feeling somebody was in the house and they moved out or left or whatever, and you're in there looking around at the damage that was done inside this thing. And even though it, it wasn't, oh, dude, the house that I worked on probably about 4 years ago had a foot and a half of rat poop and squirrel poop in the crawl space, and they thought it was a good idea to put poison out. So I would take a hammer and smack the plaster down, and it would drop off in chunks, and skeletons would come rolling out, and then the poop would start cascading down. It was just the most morbid, bizarre thing. And the weirdest thing is aside from the reek of the urine, it was dry. So all these things desiccated, and this poop that cascaded down just, I mean, I was covered head to foot with feces. And I'm telling you, when lunch would roll around, those sandwiches just had such a funky taste, man. Funky, funky taste. So, No, I've got to, after this, I'm going to do this private one. I'm going to look at that golden energy because I really want to take a look at that. So, but it is so funny to walk through with the person here and smell and taste and see. Now, if um, Steva could post, if you have any other questions, drop me a line on Fiverr or wherever you want to. And if you want, we can meet up on Discord. And Discord, we can do live chat, and it's a little easier. Uh, but send me an email. I can't remember which email is. Fiverr doesn't like to let me post my Discord. Uh, but you can send me an email on, I don't know, what is my email associated with this? Can't remember. I think it's Screaming into the Night Gmail, but or Screaming into the Night one Gmail, I think. So, but thank you for letting me play it. It's awful fun to do this target. I really do hope you find a lot of stuff, and I will keep working on my other viewer. He is just absolutely amazing, and I love working with him. But he's a tough one to get a hold of. So, all right, well, guys, it's been fun. It's been fun, and Copilot, they're not pouring cooking oil down the drain. Yes, they poured cooking oil down the drain. There's definitely cooking oil down that drain. I don't know why people do that. And it's probably on a septic or sewer too. So, all right. Well, I'm going to wrap it. Thank you guys. And maybe next time we'll take a deep dive into the basement and see what kind of scary things we can find. So, thank you very much. All right, Copilot. I will catch you later, man. And then maybe tomorrow we can do that. We can do that. Look at the future thing from last year, and we can do a new future prediction and see what's coming up for 2026. I know 2026 is going to be fun, but 2027, I guess, is where it's at. So we'll see. All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.